Hey everybody, welcome to week 1 of our human biology course. These weekly announcements are going to be me kind of telling you what to expect for the week. This week is a little bit different, so this movie is going to be a little bit longer than our normal ones. But this week we have to get through all of the welcome things and getting to know how to use iLearn3, as well as just our assignments that are due this week. So this one's going to be a little bit longer, and this week is just a little bit different than how it's normally going to be. But for this week, number one thing to do is to just get familiar with the course. So first you're going to want to look at the syllabus, which is under Content. You're going to hit the Content tab or menu. You can do that now while you're listening to me if you want to. If you right-click on it and open it in a new window or a new tab, you can watch that while I talk to you. So if you click on that content thing, on the left there's a big outline of what the course for the whole semester is going to be divided into. So at the top of that outline is an overview that's just a little bit about me and the course and some other links, but the real substance stuff is a little bit lower, where it starts with welcome. So you want to click on the welcome, and there are some important things in this section. There's the syllabus. You'll want to be very familiar with that, as you're going to have a quiz on that this week. You'll want to also know about the schedule, which explains what we're going to be doing for each lesson, and each lesson row corresponds to each week. So this is week 1, lesson 1 on that schedule, and so forth. You'll notice on the schedule the due dates at the top. I might be confused about what those due dates are, so if you go back to that welcome section, there's another link about how to understand the due dates, and it's actually pretty simple. Due date 1 corresponds to Tuesday, due date 2 is Wednesday, 3 Thursday, and so forth through Saturday. So our numbers 1 through 5 are actually Tuesday through Saturday. You will not have anything due on a Sunday or a Monday. But refer back to that link if you're ever confused. And then the other thing that's under that welcome section that will be useful to you is to make sure you understand how to use the Atlas to help you with your lab experience. The Atlas is a digital program that will show body structures and anatomy. We won't be using it this week, but it'll be important to know where to go so that you can figure out how to use it. The second thing that's on that outline on the left is to do the iLearn3 tour. If you haven't done that already, it's especially important to try out all those simulations on how to do a discussion board post, how to turn an assignment, Dropbox assignment, and how to take a quiz. So make sure you're familiar with those, as well as how to check your grade and your progress in the course. Then we get to lesson 1, which hopefully you have started by now. So for that lesson 1, you'll notice there's due date number 1, and you're going to want to read that overview first. The overview for each week is going to explain what our outcomes are for that week. For this week, it is simply the course's outcomes, so the entire course's objectives. And you're going to reread those a million times, so I'm not going to rehash them here. But again, you'll want to know those for each week. The overview page also has what days the assignments are due. And again, if you're confused on those due dates, go back to that How to Understand the Due Dates link. And the overview page will also have any links to the readings that you have. So this week's reading is called Education for Real Life by Elder Eyring, and the link is right there. In the future, links to the textbook chapters will be in that section as well. So the overview page is really important to get familiar with early in the week. Then you'll notice that there's the due date number 1. The other section in there is called Welcome to Bio 230, and you'll want to make sure that you've gone through all of those links that are on that page. And at the very bottom there's a check mark, and that is what we're looking for to be checked by due date 1, which again is Tuesday. Then the next section is due date 3, which is Thursday, and that is to have completed the questions and conversations discussion. And that's not really a completed thing, it's kind of an ongoing discussion. I have posted something there that I would like you to come to and discuss with each other, but it's also a great place to ask any questions you may have about the course or about that particular week. Each week is going to have that discussion board there. and for you to then answer each other's questions. That is the number one purpose of that board, is to get you interacting with each other in a teaching capacity. However, it is not graded, so I think this is a great place for us to be completely candid and open about what our questions and concerns are, as well as a great place to teach each other. So please make sure you're participating in that. Then, by due date 4, which is Friday, you'll notice there's a list of things due on Friday. So all of these due dates are simply when they are due by. It is definitely not when you should actually start those assignments. If you wait till Friday to start all 4 of those assignments, you will not be very happy with yourself. So please start earlier in the week on those. That's just when they're due. So on Friday there is the Getting to Know Your Classmates discussion board, the Contact a Professional, and again that is just the contact, it is not the actual interview itself. That won't be due until lesson 3, and if you're confused about anything I'm saying here, there's lots more instructions for each of these assignments. And then there's also a spot to review the syllabus, and that's where you'll take your quiz. And it is also where you will post your responses to that article by Elder Eyring on Education for Real Life. Again, that's a lot due on Friday. Please don't start those things on Friday, but you can complete them by Friday. Next week will be a much more regular week, where we'll have readings from the textbook, and I'll explain a lot more about what a regular week is going to look like next Monday. But if you have any questions, please let me know. That that Questions and Conversations board is the best place to start. And if you will please check back on that frequently throughout the week and answer each other's questions, and anything that I may not get to, anything that doesn't get answered, I will try and help as best I can. All of my contact information is on the overview page, so please make sure you look there if you need to contact me. Through email would probably be best. So, here we go everybody. Welcome to week 1.